Hi there everyone and welcome to Pack 172. I'm your Den Leader Jackson. Let's start as we always do with the Pledge of Allegiance. Please rise and give the Scout salute. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. 2. Now let's continue with the Scout Oath and Law. Scout sign. On my honor, I will do my best to do my duty to God and my country, to obey the Scout law, to help other people at all times, and to keep myself physically strong, mentally awake, and morally straight. And now, the Scout law. A Scout is trustworthy, loyal, helpful, friendly, courteous, kind, obedient, cheerful, thrifty, brave, clean, and reverent. 2. Great job, everyone. Well, you know what that sound means. It's time to sing a song.
A song! It's time to sing a song, yeah!
This is one of my absolute favorite songs. It's called Follow Me, Cubs, and it goes a little something like this. Follow me, Cubs, follow me. When you think you're really beat, that's the time to lift your feet and follow me, Cubs, follow me. Pick 'em up, put 'em down, and follow me. Pick 'em up, put 'em down, pick 'em up. There's a job to do, there's a fight to win. Follow me, Cubs, follow me. And it won't be time till we all pitch in. Lift your chin with a grin and follow me. Follow me, Cubs, follow me. When you think you're really beat, that's the time to lift your feet and follow me, Cubs, follow me. Pick 'em up, put 'em down, and follow me. Pick 'em up, put 'em down, pick 'em up. It's a long, long climb, but we've got the will. Follow me, Cubs, follow me. When we reach the top, then it's all downhill. Till you drop, don't you stop and follow me. Follow me, Cubs, follow me. When you think you're really beat, that's the time to lift your feet and follow me, Cubs, follow me. Pick 'em up, put 'em down, and follow me. Pick 'em up, put 'em down, pick 'em up. So the journey's end is beyond our sight. Follow me, Cubs, follow me. If we do our best, then we've done all right. Pack your load, hit the road, and follow me. Follow me, Cubs, follow me. When you think you're really beat, that's the time to lift your feet and follow me, Cubs, follow me. Pick 'em up, put 'em down, and follow me. Pick 'em up, put 'em down, pick 'em up. Great job, guys. That was amazing. Now let's go check in on those seeds that we planted a couple episodes in on our ongoing project, Grow Something. My seeds are still in the window here, but it looks like the ones on the right-hand side are doing better than those on the left. Maybe the ones on the left weren't getting enough sun or water. I think I'll replant some more seeds on the left and maybe find a new place to keep the planter to make sure that they're getting everything they need. Send in pictures of how your seeds are doing to jackson.wright@scouting.org so we can share your progress. Now let's get back into our lesson with Pack 172 aviation expert Kevin. Take it away, Keebs.
5 miles to the southwest, requesting airport advisory.
Good morning, members of Pack 172. I wanted to talk a little about what it's like to be flying and what kind of things we do to fly safely around an airport. Taking off is a very fun part of flying because you're going very fast on the ground, and then you get that feeling when the plane leaves and starts climbing up into the air, and it feels like it's like a magical feeling. It's a lot easier to take off, though, than it is to land. A good landing takes a lot of skill and practice. And a pilot has to practice his landings over and over and over again. It takes sometimes several hundred times to get pretty good at landing an airplane. And it always takes continued practice. Pilots need to practice landings on a regular basis. You can't stop and then come back later, like months and months later. you have to be what's called current, where you have a certain number of landings in a certain period of time. So you want to keep practicing that when you're a pilot. So the video that you're probably seeing now shows me flying in the traffic pattern. A traffic pattern is a specific course around an airport that aircraft will fly. Allows them to stay close enough to the airport they can land if there's an emergency, yet still be out of the way of other planes. So when a plane first takes off, it's called an upwind leg, and then you make a right degree turn to crosswind, and then you go downwind. You fly alongside the airport in the opposite direction the way you would land, but you're up in the air at altitude. When you turn towards the runway, it's called the base leg. And in the base leg, you are coming down, you're losing altitude, you're getting closer to the ground. Then you make the final turn to line up with the runway, which is called final approach, or we could just call final. This describes a box around the runway. Generally, you want to be about 1,000 feet or so above the ground when you're flying near an airport. This gives you enough altitude that if you lose your engine or if there's some kind of problem, you should be able to safely make it back to the runway and land. The airport where I fly is at 500 feet above sea level, and which we call MCL, or mean sea level. And to add 1,000 feet to that to be safely up in the air means that I'm flying at 1,500 feet. So that's 1,500 feet MSL, or mean sea level, and 1,000 feet AGL, or above ground level. That allows it allows you to be fairly close to the airport, yet high enough to be safe. Generally, the higher you are when you're flying, the safer things can be, because you have more time if there's a problem before you get near the ground. Wind can be very important when you're flying. Almost always you have to be aware of the wind when you're flying in a plane. When you take off in a plane, you head straight into the wind. That the wind is blowing across the wings already. It actually adds to the speed of the plane and gives you more lift, and it requires less runway length to take off. So you take off into the wind, and generally you also want to land the aircraft into the wind. If you land with the wind, or what we call downwind, that means that you're going the speed of the plane plus the speed of the wind, and it takes much longer distance to land, and that can be less safe that way. So generally you have to be aware of the wind, and there are many ways to keep track of the wind. Most airports have a windsock, a little funnel made of fabric that the wind blows in, and it shows you the direction. That is visible from the air. So if you don't have a radio, or if you are unsure, you can fly over the airport and check the windsock, and that will help you decide which way on the runway to land. Most airports have a weather briefing. It's updated regularly that tells you what the wind is and what the temperatures and other conditions at the airport. It's important to always be aware of the weather when you're flying. Things like thunderstorms and clouds and fog can make a big difference and make things unsafe. So being aware of the wind is an important job for a pilot. You may notice on the footage as we're coming in to land that there are some numbers on the end of the runway. In this case, it would be 25. That means that the compass heading is 250 degrees, or within 5 degrees or so of that on either side. This allows you to get lined up with the runway even if you can't see it by using your compass in the plane to guide yourself. Many Cub Scouts and Boy Scouts have some experience with compasses. Well, we use them in airplanes all the time, and they're very important to help you find your way when you're flying. Another point about landing is that it's very important to put the plane down very gently. A good landing is one which you can't really feel the ground. The plane just barely touches down right at the right speed. You also want to try and land on the center line. There's a white painted line going down the runway, and ideally you want to stay towards the middle of that. Sometimes the wind can be a problem because it's not coming straight down the runway, but it might be coming more to the side, and you have to correct for that. But a good landing is a very smooth one, and is one where you can come back again and do another landing without any damage to the plane or anyone being hurt. Pack 172, thank you for flying with me today.
For activity this week, we're going to be exploring how things come back down to Earth with some paper spinners. Have you signed up for Hawkeye Area Council Stay Camp 2020? You can still sign up for 2 weeks of fun day camp activities, crafts, scavenger hunts, and virtual field trips, along with a grade-specific adventure for each rank. Next week is Build It, where you'll be able to learn the science of aviation, build and sail boats, create simple machines, and learn about construction careers. Learn more and sign up today at hawkeyebsa.org/stay-camp. That's it for this season of Pack 172. A huge thank you to everyone who helped make the show, has been watching, participating, and subscribing. It has been so much fun to do for you, and I can't wait for Season 2, coming later this summer. Until next time, keep washing your hands, keep watering your plants, keep learning, and keep on scouting. Bye-bye!